Hello, welcome to Sunrise Conversations podcast. We're here with our special guest, Mr. Will Adams.
Hey man, what's going on, everybody? Doing good, and you, man?
Man, I can't complain. Life is life, and just trying to live it.
Yes, sir. Amen to that.
I want to say thank you for willing to do this interview, man. I want to say to all my listeners, we're listening to an R&B singer extraordinary. As a matter of fact, just for a couple moments here, I want to give y'all a Tennessee product. I think living in North Carolina right now.
Yes, sir, Charlotte.
Yeah, I can't give y'all too much. You go find them tracks and listen to it. Man, how's this music thing going, bro?
Man, it's good, man.
Yes, sir.
Moves, man. About to be releasing more content.
Yes.
More songs coming. It's a tough journey, man, but I'm learning a lot about myself and then the business.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
this business is crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine. But it's just the passion and the joy of doing what you love. You know what I mean?
That's all it is, man, because I just had to learn, man, to kind of weed out, the BS in the industry and, because everybody's out to get money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once you realize that, you can kind of navigate a little bit better. And that's what I did, man. It's like, I'm just putting my money in my brain in places that can, help me
Yes.
become successful and be able to create as much as I can, because that's what us creatives love to do, is just create, man. I want to do that all the time. And I don't know, I just know that my pen has gotten a lot better. And I don't know, I'm just, becoming more of a man and learning more about myself, man. So it's going well.
Hey, that's a wonderful thing, though, because majority of people that are involved in that industry are more concerned with the dollar value than they are their personal growth. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you play.
I think it's best when you can. That shouldn't be the concern, but you should if you're serious about it. To make a living out of it, and I definitely want to do that and make it my career. Cause it is my career, and that's that's the end goal. But
yes,
yeah, man, that's not the main focus. That's just gonna be the plus. That's how I kind of go about it on the daily. So.
Well, don't be discouraged. Matter of fact, you know what? I got a big old sign on the wall back here behind me, and it says, "The purpose of life is to discover your gift. The work of life is to develop it. The meaning of life is to give your gift away." And a short interpretation of that is when you do what you are passionate about, what you love, and focus on just the joy of it, everything else will come to you. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, send me that quote, man. Send me a picture of that, man. I need that. I appreciate that.
I will do. Yeah, I got quite a few sayings hanging on the wall here. Because you know what? Sometimes we can get discouraged. We can think that we are not where we want to be, or think that we are not where we should be. But you never know. You know what I mean? You never know who's listening to your music, who's influenced by your music. Because people don't directly contact, that doesn't mean that you are not influencing the environment through your music.
Man, I don't think you understand the timing of this, man. This is crazy. Timing is wild, because I've been, this is kind of random, but not random. I just been, my lease is about to be up soon, and I'm feeling like I need to make a move, and I'm just trying to get everything, just squared away on my end. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been a little stressful, just to be honest, but like you said, just that quote, or what you just said just now, was like, whoa. You know what I mean? Because whenever you feel like you just said it, like you gotta move, and it's like, nah, maybe I need to just, relax a little bit, and, take the rings off and let, God do his thing. And,
yes.
But that's real, man. I'm just saying the timing of this is crazy.
Man, don't continue to do what you feel you got to do and be you. I assure you, the blessings come with it. I sit here, I broadcast music. I got this podcast. It's on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and sometimes there was a time when I got caught up in the numbers, man. Not where I want to be with the numbers, and I kind of backed away. But then I got back to the joy of doing what I enjoy doing, and it's a beautiful thing. And doors are opening and blessings are coming because staying focused on what you're passionate about. And the little storms in between, you know, the stresses of the lease, the stresses of just trying to make a living and at the same time pursue your passion. There's always bumps and humps in between the start and the finish. So don't ever let that discourage you. You know what I mean?
Man, I wish I could. This got to be recorded, man, because I wanna listen back to this for real. This is real. I appreciate that advice. And anybody listening, man, this is a wise person speaking to you, and I know things happen for a reason, man. If people are in tune to this right now, they gotta be
Yes.
their ears open because it's something real that's being said in this moment right now.
Yes.
It applies to everybody. It's not even just it's higher than what we, you know what I mean? It's bigger than what we're talking about. It's everybody can relate to this. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. You know what I mean? I at one point in my life, you know, I will share this, and I've shared it with just a few people. I had to get away from where I was, not because of anybody, but because of where I was leading myself, because I didn't know how to properly deal with what I was feeling and what I was going through at the time. So I had to get away, which turned out to be one of the best moves that I made in order to refine myself again. You know what I mean?
That's real.
And sometimes you have to move away from the storms, the struggles, and the hardships, and in order to pursue your dreams. Because I've always believed this about life, Will. You have to believe in your dream more deeper than anybody else in life, and especially when you come up against other people. And if they can't see a dream for themselves, they certainly won't see yours. You know what I mean? And if you measure where you are by what you see with your eyes, you will never get where you're going, because the world is so deceptive. But you measure your success by what you feel in your heart when you're doing what you love.
Man, that's real.
And I listen to your music a lot. You don't know that I do, but I listen to your I listen to your music. I downloaded some samples of it last night and put over on the broadcast board behind me.
I appreciate that, man.
But and I'm gonna start pushing it through my podcast.
Right.
Like I said, you never know where you're reaching out to. You know what I mean?
Right. That's love, man. And anybody in here, man, like he gonna tell you how to get to it. But yeah, I'm Will Adams. My music is everywhere, man. And right now it's a good time to tune in because I'm about to drop some songs soon, man, for the summer. And I just like where my music is as far as from where I started to now. Like the growth is on all socials, TikTok, Instagram. Man, I don't know. I can feel myself kind of. I just can feel the growth and see it. I posted probably last week, but I'm gonna get back to it. But like I said, I'm just growing and understanding, that side of the business, the content, and as much as you gotta put into that. And I definitely have a grasp of it. I'm just, working as much as I can, trying to balance everything out. But y'all really want to tune into this.
It's happening. It's happening for you. It's happening for you all the time. You might not be able to just see it when you want to see it,
right?
But it's happening. And when you least expect it, I'm speaking from experience here. When you least expect it, that's when the biggest door of all doors begin to open up. You know what I mean? Just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
I am, man.
Keep doing what you're doing. Now, all those listening, I'm going to give you another sample right here for a few minutes. Right here. That's MVP by Mr. Will Adams.
Yes, sir.
Again, right here on Sunrise Conversations Podcast, that's Mr. Will Adams with MVP, folks. You can pick it up. iTunes, YouTube, you name it, it's there for you. All right. Say again?
Sing a little something, right? Just a little something slight if you want me to, man.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
She back, but I ain't finna call her back. I'm just focused on this bag. Finna give it all I got. I'm like that, yeah. Ballin' like I'm in the league. All they do is envy me.
Yes, sir.
Real niggas on my team. Feeling like the MVP, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I got
Yes, sir.
Really? Yeah, take me out, man. And appreciate you. And I couldn't really hear my song playing, but I know you had it bumping.
Yeah, you'll be able to catch it in Spotify. You go to any of the podcast sites, iHeartRadio, or Spotify, or Google Podcasts, or Amazon Music, and download Sunrise Conversations podcast. You'll hear it come back at you.
Sunrise Conversation podcast.
Yes, sir.
Sir, they heard it, man. That's where you go.
I will have this one downloaded by later tonight. Man, keep doing what you're doing, man. Are you planning on to continue to independently produce your music?
Yeah, I am right now. You know what I'm saying? I've worked with a couple of people, but like I said, I'm learning how to do everything. You know, the more you know, man, the better, the more successful you'll be. So
Yeah, no doubt. No, well, you're definitely talented. Definitely talented. So he would. You know what? Over here on this other wall to my right, I want to read this. I got, when you feel like quitting, remember why you started. And you started because of your passion for what you do.
And that's real.
All the time.
Start sending me some more quotes, man. I need those, man. And you don't understand how much I needed this convo, too. Just everything's been going on. And these type of conversations right here help keep me, man. I appreciate you.
And you got my number. Call anytime. But yeah, I got quotes all on my wall, man, because I have to have I'm visual. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's how I stay focused, man. When I walk in here, I got this little studio set up in this room, and all on the walls are just 8 by 10 quotes on all the way around the walls. You know, on the back end, I got that DJ controller, my music set up over here. On this end, I got my podcast station. In between the walls, in between the nothing but quotes, man. And, you know, because I'm visual.
I got a question for you, man. Like, what drives you to keep going with the? I know we kind of touched on this a little bit, but what are some things that are like what drives you to keep doing it? You know what I'm saying? And keep the podcast going and all of that. Like, what's your why for it all?
The love of connecting with people and the feeling of making a difference. You know what I mean? I learned a long time ago, I don't get caught up in numbers anymore. I would love to have 10,000 followers on the podcast. I just started this podcast probably about a month ago. I would love to have 10,000 followers, but you know what? I've come to a point where I'm happy if I got 1 or 2, because that 1 or 2 is influencing somebody else. But the short end of the answer is I enjoy the feeling of like I'm doing something that's making a difference to somebody. I'm contributing something, and it doesn't have to be on a grand scale, but anything that we do, we're not responsible for the results. We're responsible to do the work, and God has given each one of us a different gift. And if we sit on that gift and not use it, then, you know, it's just like the tale of, you know, the 2 sons in the Bible that had gifts, the prodigal son and so forth. But to answer your question directly, the joy of feeling like I'm making a contribution in some sense. And that contribution consists of
That's what it's all about.
The talent that you put out into the world, yes.
That's about, man. That's real.
And you're going to have down days. You're going to have days when you feel like climbing up a hill is so difficult to do. But the joy of it all is, you know, when you do get to the top of the hill, you know. And you will, you know, because you are unique. You're not focused on just the money end of your passion. That'll come with time. Believe, that'll come with time. And what I really love about you, you're not letting other people's opinion or music turn you into somebody else. You know what I mean?
That's easy to do in this industry, too, so I understand what you're saying.
I imagine it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely kind of sometimes got a question, is this really me? And I've hit that point where anything I say is just me, you know what I mean? And
Yes.
it just feels good to be able to just speak freely, you know, honestly about how I'm feeling and what I'm going through, and be able to just have an outlet for that, you know, with music to a beat. And that's really like what I love to do. So I just feel so me, you know, when I'm doing it. So
Yes.
yeah.
I assure you, mark my word, one day when you least expect it, somebody's gonna provide a door that opens to where
That's
you,
gonna be soon too.
yes, to where you want to be, on what level you want to be. Watch what I tell you. See, just it's a process. It's a whole process, because as you see so many people step in, they get from one level to the other, and then when they get to that other step, you know, they make some jerk move, go out here and do something crazy because they wasn't prepared from a moral standpoint, character standpoint. You know what I mean? They didn't put in the time of going through the fire. You know, and with gifts, I firmly believe that God wants to know that we are able to handle success when it comes. And the only way to know that you're able to handle success when it comes is by being able to handle the trials and errors of getting to where you're going. So never measure your success by what you see through your eyes, because all that is deceptive. Never measure yourself up against other people. So-and-so is here, why ain't I there? No, don't measure it that way, because you don't know so-and-so's story and so-and-so don't know yours. But success has to be grounded in character. So you'll get there. You'll get, you know what I mean?
Sir, I believe it, man.
You'll get. I got this, man. I have a vision right now. One of the things I really, really want to do, and I'm going to have to make this happen within the year, is I wanted to come back to Tennessee, man, rent a spot, a big outdoor spot, roll it down there, and man, just get everybody together and just, hey, have fun, have a good time. You know what I mean?
Sure, man. I'm definitely cool up.
Joy of what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Amazon, iHeartRadio, or Amazon Music, or Google Podcasts. Either one of those, this screen right here, right now, I can tell right.
Kenneth, man, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, brother. Keep. All right, folks, you heard it here first on Sunrise Conversations podcast. That was Mr. Will Adams, an aspiring R&B hip-hop artist, currently based in Charlotte, North Carolina, soon to be Atlanta, GA. So get on board, folks, because I promise you, down the line you'll be asking for autographs. We appreciate your talent, Mr. Adams. Looking forward to many, many great things coming from you. And keep dropping those sounds, brother. And we thank you for being a part of the Sunrise Conversations podcast family. This is the podcast of the people for the people, because we just love that grassroots thing. So let's not let this be the last time we talk. Yeah, because when that contract drops for you, we want to be the first to be able to interview you again, my young brother. Thank you for all you do. Keep your head up, keep believing, and know that it's happening for you. And I want to say thank you to all of y'all that joined us here on Sunrise Conversations. This is Ken Bonner, your host. Let's do the dance. Find Mr. Adams' music on iTunes, YouTube, and all other music platforms. So get there, folks. Get there. Sunrise.